My name is Natalie. I'm a senior at Penn, and today I'm here to share with you about how I became a Christian. I grew up in an unchristian family, and at a very young kid, I knew about the existence of God, and I would pray to Him whenever I needed something. But it was far from being a personal relationship with God. I never went to church, and just simply I was using Him. I took Him for granted, and I never even considered reciprocating. And it was, college years when I came to just really, my understanding of God and my spiritual walk with Him was really, it was non-existent then, but it was challenged by this freshman that I met in sophomore year, and she came to GCC. And I still remember it was spring, and it was a beautiful day like today, and I was just ranting, as I still do, about my love life, or more accurately speaking, the lack of it. And so I just very casually, I just threw it out there, and I was like, "Oh, do you have a boyfriend?" And and just all of a sudden, she turned to me, and in such a serious manner, she says, "No, because I'm too busy trying to get to know God." And yeah, like you all, I'm kind of speechless then, because one part of it, logically speaking, who would say something like that? It's such a ridiculous and random response, But there was this part of me that was in awe of seeing someone showing such strong desire for God. It wasn't faith that He existed, or fear of Him, or even just wanting something from Him, but it was a very genuine and heartfelt love and desire to know Him. And it was her passion for God that just really triggered this part of me that wanted to know Him more. And so I asked her, where do you go to church? And she invited me to GCC. The first few church services, I had to admit, was really weird, because especially people were during praise, people were just raising their hands, or crying out loud, or jumping up and down. And I just thought, oh my gosh, these people are weird. But, there's this part of me that felt so touched, because I can really sense the genuineness of their praises. I can really sense that they were pouring out their hearts to give thanks to God. And as I joined in to sing with them, there were these flashbacks that come that of all these answered prayers in the past, of the blessing of my parents, of my brother, and of my friends, and more of it. And there are even things that I took for granted to the extent where I didn't even realize that it's a blessing until that very moment. And it was then that I realized that all these years when I was faithless to God, He remained faithful to me. He took care of me and blessed me with so many different things. And I just looked at myself. I'm just an ordinary girl, an almost ungrateful one, an ungrateful child of God. And what can I possibly offer Him that He cannot make it for Himself? And I just don't understand why, God, who's the Lord, the King, the one who made this universe, or even He's a figure of sovereignty, and why would He just come and pursue me in such a humble manner? And that's when I realized that even though I have nothing to offer to Him, He still never gave up and comes after me over and over again. And it was when I first tasted God's grace. It's not about me. It's not about what I did or did not do. And it's not even about what I will or will not do in the future. But it's about who He is and what He did and what He does out of His great love for us. And since then, so many things have happened. There are prayer vigils, there are retreats, there are family groups, and there are even spring breaks. They were all fun, but just slowly and surely, God has brought about transformation in my life. I have come to embrace and share the desire that once brought me to this church. I want to know Him more, and I want to spend my life following Him. And it is so important to me that, I want to just stand here, and this is why I'm here today. I want to just publicly declare my love for Christ. And I just remember that day that I asked what Grace Covenant Church was. It was so sunny and so warm. And I just feel like, up till now, I know that it's God's grace that shined on me that day. And so that's my story, and thank you so much for coming and hearing me out, and just have a great day. Thank you.